fantastic how kind of this transition from gaming to blockchain, and then we'll come to the metaverse, has happened so seamlessly in a way. And we see it in crypto today, where gaming uh, and NFTs, for example, or gaming and crypto is very close to finding a sort of or already found product market, strong product market fit. What in your view are the two three dimensions of that, vectors of that, which are driving this product market fit between gaming, crypto, or gaming and NFTs specifically? That's my part one. I'll come to the part two of the question.
Well, there's a few factors that come into play into driving adoption of Web3 and blockchain within the gaming industry. And maybe as a parenthesis, I should highlight as well, I'm not only the co-founder and CEO of the Sandbox, I'm also the president of the Blockchain Game Alliance. It's a non-profit organization that now counts over 600 members, and our main mission is to educate about the benefit of blockchain technology within gaming. I feel like the first benefit is for the players themselves. Like players through digital asset ownership, all the content that they purchase within those games, it used to actually never belong to them. Like they were merely renting those content, even though they were paying with real money in those games.
Mm.
That some of those games they can be very invested. They buy like virtual currency back, characters, equipment, upgrade, and so on. As soon as they leave the game, as soon as the game stop operating because, for example, like financial success is insufficient to keep servers running or the cost of development, um, well, basically they had no other option to lose all the precious content. They cannot even keep it as history, and they could not resell it. Not even sell it at a profit here. Like we just saying like sell it more than zero, even if it's only 10% of the purchase price initially, it's better than zero.
Mm.
Was just
and
literally
and
not
and we are talking,
possible.
just to be clear, we are talking about what, in-game rewards and in-game
Everything that people
okay.
spend time into, like we um, we value like the time we spend, the achievement we have in game, the content that we buy. We use it for vanity. We use it for status. We use it for reputation. Somehow, all of that, once you leave a game or a game stop to operate, is gone. Like it disappeared. There is no more proof. And even sometimes worse, like developers, they could decide there can be a bug, everything gets wiped out. They could decide that your game account had some issue and then take away your hard-earned currency or digital asset. Like who never had to write the customer support of a mobile game after they make some action, saying like, no, it was not credited or something went wrong, there was a bug, my progression was lost, and so on. And so they had to rely on like human and central server to kind of like verify the proof of purchase, and they decide if like the user is right or wrong. So it's been a major issue in the industry. However, players are not necessarily just coming for the fact that there is a blockchain element into a game, or there is an NFT and so on. The games need to remain fun, attractive, and once the players are hooked and spend time in those games, they realize that they have this ability to own and sell and transfer their asset from that, and it's a benefit. We are gone. The days where like people were just coming to a game because blockchain is in it are
Mm.
gone, and it's not a sufficient element. And then like there's benefit um, for the developers as well. Like the technology enables them to drive like new business model, new incentive. Specifically, as like the gaming market is becoming very challenging, we are living in a post IDFA area. So post IDFA means like a lot of developer cannot run user acquisition as they were doing before, targeting user based on their preference, previous application they have installed, etc. Because like privacy laws have been put in place in many parts of the world, in US, in Europe, and those privacy laws like GDPR and so on like they kind of like break the business model where like user developers were actually targeting users through advertising to install their game, paying a cost per install, and monetizing then those users with a free to play business model where roughly 3%, 1 to 3% of the user were spending in those games. The rest were monetized with free ads to earn back on their revenue. This is called LTV, lifetime value of every user. So if you cannot target a user precisely, your user acquisition cost has been rising. Basically, like you just have to like target more broadly, hoping you reach the right audience. And with like inflation, the usual, the current state of like the global economy, people have been spending less in video games than ever. I think the market even didn't grow last year for the first time, meaning like it's harder to make revenue for developers, and then it became unsustainable. Just to give you a metric, very important, like free to play, people are the successful game studios, they're able to earn good revenue, but they reinvest 70 to 80% of their revenue into advertising to keep acquiring new users. Which means like basically like who takes the value? It's not really the developer at the end of the day. It's the platform and the App Store, the Google Play Store that hosts those games, and the advertising platform, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, X, TikTok, etc. With Web3, the creators have new possibilities to actually attract the players, leveraging digital ownership, the network effect that this brings. Typically, once they can reward users with free NFTs, they can reward and attract users with free tokens, like utility token that actually can be exchanged, eventually sold for value on centralized or decentralized exchange. And we've seen more engagement from the users who like own an NFT in a game. And why is that? Because they participate, they become stakeholder of the success of those games by owning digital assets of the game and contributing to the growth of the game's success. Their own assets can benefit from it. So the value, instead of being split across the platform and the ad network, it goes back better into the developer's hand, platform still a little portion, and the players. There is a more fair distribution, and that's why we've seen business model like play to earn, play to win, play and earn. There's various variation around it. Have driven more engagement, specifically with game with still like the great, all the key factors that makes great games, fun, regular updates and live ops, events, progression and meta gameplay that have been a combined factor for like creating more sustainable economies for game developers to the benefit of players.